Ryan, from your point of view, I mean, do you find yourself dealing more and more with specialist funds?
Yeah, substantially, and there's a couple of points I'd make on that. One is the sophistication of capital has improved substantially since the 12 years ago with the GFC. There's not just funds that come and solve problems. There's funds that do property development. There's funds that are opportunities funds. There's a handful of people that have a specific focus on any issue that we come across from a restructuring point of view. And Dexus with their opportunities fund, there's a number of other similar funds that are looking for ways to deal with assets that might need a change in their focus. So I definitely, that's been an evolving situation for us over the last 10 plus years, and we'll move substantially over the next year or two. It'll also change the way restructurings are undertaken. Certainly we expect to see a lot less formal enforcements and a lot more consensual restructurings, and whether it's a new lender working with existing lenders and some form of equity, but certainly there's a lot of different solutions available.
And Michael, do you see yourself? I assume that you get involved in developments from the ground up, but do you anticipate that maybe over the next 12 months you might get approached to take over developments?
Yes, I do, and I think that ahead of that, what we see, I mean, the run up to the end of last year, pre-COVID, probably our biggest frustration was what you were talking about before, Nick, was the investors were all really obsessed with yield and really not focused at all on risk and who they were backing to invest behind and the experience and set that they've got to manage, to assess projects and acquisitions, but also, if worse comes to worse, to deliver those acquisitions. So we wouldn't go out and seek to acquire or work out a project unless we were a debt provider on it. And the way we do our due diligence is as if we are 100% equity funding it and we are the developer. We take that development type approach rather than just a debt provider.